Wohl, meine Freunde.
You shouldn't be walking around without a light.
My God, what's taking so long?
All right, it's at 11 a.m.
A jug of wine, thanks. You should have a light.
Aye, coming right up.
Taking their time again.
Good morning, Henry.
Morning, Catherine.
It's
I see you
filthy
got your
again.
beauty sleep.
Damn it.
You tease. Oh, I'm all dishevelled.
What kind of pig was sitting here?
I've heard you've got a new addition to the family.
Aye, one beer after another, as usual.
I'd like to do something about that price.
I suppose we could give it a try.
Do we have a deal?
That sounds really interesting. Lower it a little more and I'll be satisfied. Finally, a reasonable sum. I'm glad you found what you needed.
Could you spare me a moment of your time?
Needles, thread,
Yes?
pins.
What is
silk
this about?
thread.
Your immortal soul. I'd like to discuss it with you. Tarry a while, young man, and answer me one question. Are you truly happy in your life?
Aye, I'm pretty happy.
Huh. And you're clearly also bursting with blissful ignorance. How delightful. Know that the immortal soul inherently makes no distinction between happiness and unhappiness, only between salvation and damnation. Happiness and unhappiness are nothing but inner feelings, delusions that pale in comparison to eternity. Tell me, what path have you chosen in life?
A man should be fearless, prepared, and tough enough to cope with anything.
A warrior. Shining armor, the blade of a sword, heroic deeds and glory. Is that your life?
Something like that.
Everything turns to dust eventually. What if I told you only one path leads to eternal salvation? A path destined for those who see the light, who understand. The path of true faith, divine love, and unending humility. And that is a path you too, my young friend, can follow.
What should I do?
Renounce your life of sin and accept Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, according to his teachings, unreservedly and unconditionally. Christ must enter your soul. Fill it to the brim. Hell is approaching, and time is running out. Repent and pray, young man. Step forth onto the path towards salvation.
Sorry, but that sounds like complete nonsense to me. Most folks pray, but no one claims to be on some sort of mysterious path.
You haven't understood a thing. Perhaps one day you'll remember my words. And just hope it is not too late for you. I must be off now, young man. May God be with you, and the best of luck on your path, whatever it may be.
God be with you too.
See you soon, my friend.
Good doggy.
I don't want to be smart, ass, but when summer's over and autumn comes, it'll be too late.
You think I don't know that? It's just that my husband takes ages to get anything done.
Just say the word.
Good day to you. If you're looking for something, you're in the right place.
Excuse me.
Let's talk about the price.
All right, I'm listening.
Only because it's you.
That's almost an acceptable price. Almost. Finally, a reasonable sum. You made a fine purchase, good sir.
Word about the price.
All right, I'm listening. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. Glad to be of help to you, good sir.
I don't feel much like...
Aye, coming right up.
Ave Maria.
Kind master, eh?
I'd like to do something about that price.
All right. Why not?
Here. And something for your trouble.
My. Thank you kindly. Happy to be of service, sir.
I'd like to do something about that price. Huh. Very well. Satisfied? That sounds really interesting. Lower your price a little more, and I'll be satisfied. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. Sir, and come again.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Come and take your pick. New wares.
Come closer, don't be shy. What a...
Don't be coy.
Good day.
Finest wares. Quality goods.
Hail.
You silly doggy.
Fine things. Fine wares.
Chains! Strong chains! Iron and steel! Take your pick!
Yeah? You can't...
Not a chance. That old coot will outlive us all. No.
God bless. Greetings to you too. Praise God.
Where have you gone?
Oh, careful!
Where have you gone?
Next time, don't come in here without permission. Was soll's?
Muslim! Barchett! The strongest Barchett from Kashau!
I'd like to discuss the price.
Warum nicht? Ja, das ist gut. Finally a good price. Excellent, you made a fine purchase, good sir. Died, brought...
I'd like to discuss the price.
Was soll's? Warum nicht?
Here. And something for your trouble.
Oh, nein, vielen Dank. Thank you, sir. And... come again. Wie schade, mein Herr. A fine day for some fine wares! Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
Excuse me?
No one wants to.
The customers have been singing your praises recently. I do the best I can.
I'm glad to hear it.
Well, when I wash their hair, I give them a head and neck massage as well, and I give their backs a proper kneading.
All the girls do that. There must be some... Good day. What would you like?
I'll have a look at your wares.
Nothing to your liking. What are you here for today?
I'd like to use your services.
And what are you interested in, sir?
I need a hot bath and my clothing cleaned.
All right, but money up front.
Let's talk about the price.
Certainly, no problem.
Is this enough?
That's more like it. Just a bit more and we can shake hands. You certainly won't regret it. My baths are first class.
There we are.
My
You're all
respects.
done. And stop by again any time. Remember, cleanliness is next to godliness. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. You whistling at me? I'm not interested.
Careful.
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
Careful.
Interesting.
Sounds like trouble to me.
If you're gonna yell at each other, do it somewhere else.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
Aye. But I reckon I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Why not?
Because I don't know you. Although the way you're kitted out, you seem like you might fit in here.
You don't know me, and you don't want to tell me anything. I get that. But there must be some way I can get you to trust me. I'm sure there are things I can help you with.
Of course there is. But we're mainly looking for fellas what can handle themselves. Ever since this town got a new lord, we've had to use a bit of violence now and again, innit?
I don't have any problem with violence.
Most times a fella tells me that, it ends badly for him. Anyways, if you want to join us and get some jobs, go across the yard to the barn. You'll find Goliath there, and he'll let you know if you're up to it or not. And if you get through that alive, come back here and we'll talk.
Who are you? And you're a people?
Well, I'm Chenyek.
All right. But why all that horse shit about whether I'd fit in with you or not?
Look at it like this. This is a place for a certain sort of people what have their own rules. Although folk usually think we don't play by no rules.
Ah, I reckon I see now.
Grand.
I'll be on my way.
All right. And if you feel up to it, go and see Goliath.
Was that you?
Oh, never mind that. I'm sorry.
What do you need?
Praise the Lord.
Good day.
Greetings, my friend.
Is it true you hold fights here?
No bloody way. What we do here has nothing to do with fighting. Teeth fly in all directions. Bones crack. Blood flows. It's a bloodbath.
people do this voluntarily?
Not only voluntarily, but willingly. There's quite a nice heap of money in it. And there are other things at play.
That sounds like something for me.
As you wish. But if Damian, Zavish or Goliath slice you into schnitzel, don't come crying to me.
You can't scare me. I'm in.
Have it your way. I warned you. First, pay me the entry fee.
Here.
Well, let's see. A fight with Damian is first up for you. If he doesn't get you by force, he will certainly get you by pure stench alone.
Can't wait.
Zavish is up second. When he fights, it's a joy to behold. But there's this one catch. When he's sober, he's not worth a damn. If you want to fight with him, you have to make certain he's got some drinks in him.
And can't you get those drinks into him yourself? You run this place, don't you?
I could, but Zavish has quite a tab here already, so he won't get even a drop on the house anymore. But I won't let him fight if he's sober. Do with that what you may. The last one is Goliath, our champion. Nobody's ever defeated him here.
Maybe I'll be the first.
I know Goliath, and I know what he's capable of. If you value your life, when you go down, stay down. Well, and that's that. We hold the fights in the building next door. The lads will already be waiting for you there. And one more thing. No giving up. You fight as long as you're standing, and if you lose, well, you'll see.
Wonderful. What's new in the city?
Oh, there was this bloke here in fancy clothes. His name was Johann Parler. He said he was looking for a blacksmith who'll take on any job. Why don't you go and see him? I think he said he lived in the inn, in the merchant's quarter. And that's about it.
That doesn't sound bad. Thank you, innkeeper.
They always leave. So you're jealous of me.
Why did you start fighting?
I'm a pungy beggar with almost no teeth. What have I got to lose here?
The innkeeper said the fellas often break bones here. Aren't you scared of that?
That's a load of shit. Mole likes to exaggerate. Just because it happened a couple of times doesn't mean it's common. Did he also tell you Goliath beat someone to death here?
No.
Don't worry. It was a long time ago.
Come and fight.
All right, then. But I have another proposal. Mole gets his share from the fees, but only the winner gets the spoils. So, what would you say to a wee bet? So us weaker fighters have a chance?
You know, why not?
Mighty kind of you. Ready? Curva! I'm wounded. Are you going to cry, you Hawthorne? Defend yourself. Bring it on, Colin.
Rip his guts
Greetings.
Excuse me.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Oh, it's you. Back.
Such a wanker, and he kicks my arse.
What do you mean, wanker? Getting your ass kicked once wasn't enough?
Just you wait. Zavish will wipe that smirk off your face. Here, take the money and get out of my sight, you prick.
Good place like it.
God be with you.
looks like Mole is pretty certain you're gonna win. Is it true no one's ever defeated you?
Oh, I reckon it's really true. But it wasn't for luck of them trying, you know.
Where'd you learn to fight like that?
My father gave me thrashings when I was little. He only stopped when I broke both his hands. Ever since then, no one's defeated me.
I'm sorry.
Huh? What? I just saw you leave. Look, everybody! Twins! Boozing and fucking and boozing.
Could you please explain why you only fight when you're in your cups?
That's easy. When I'm sober, I get easily distracted and find it hard to focus. The booze clears my head, and I can think only about how to rough up the churl in front of me.
Shall we fight?
I've got a bit of a dry throat. Let me just have a drink first, then we can. Aren't you a bit...
Shall we fight?
I've got a bit of a dry throat. Let me just have a drink first, then we can.
Would you like to raise a cup with me?
Do I know you?
Well, no, not yet. But we can fix that. I'm Henry.
Zarvish.
Well, should we drink something?
For all I care. But you're paying. They won't pour me anymore.
I'll bring you something.
Don't take too long. I'm thirsty. Booze and fucking
Happy to be of service.
Oh, excuse me.
So soon? I just saw you leave. Aren't you a bit blurry?
Would you like something with
me?
Here's something to drink. Enjoy.
I was pretty damn thirsty. Bottoms up!
Now do you feel like fighting?
No, not yet. But we're almost there. Could you find another drop?
I'll be right back.
Boozing and fucking and boozing. So soon?
I'm sorry.
Huh? What?
Would you like something with a bit of a kick?
Me?
Here's something.
I was pretty damn thirsty. Bottoms up!
Now do you feel like fighting?
Absolutely!
Shall we fight?
Aye! But what do you say to a bet first? So we get something out of this?
Good idea. Here you are.
Sucker. I can't seem to count it. Well, I trust you. If worse comes to worse, I'll lose on it. Let's fight!
Teeth out the other side of his face.
What the? Hurry up. I'll take a piss.
Rip his guts out.
And you'll get another right away.
Punch his face in.
Cheers. Fucking hell! 2-on-1. What kind of shit is that?
Kick his
Cheers.
you help.
Good fight?
Good, good. My skull's still spinning from it. Or is that from the drink? Lord knows. You get the whole bet, and don't drink it up right away.
I'm the best one here.
I'm sorry.
What do you need, sir?
Can I get something to eat and a place to sleep?
It would be an honor, good sir. And for how long?
I'll stay here longer.
Of course, sir. Will you pay in advance?
Let's talk about the price.
All right, then. Agreed, then. The room's yours. Anyone can sleep like a king here. And if you're hungry, there's some food in the pot.
Where can I find my room?
The guest rooms are upstairs. Yours has a green wreath above the door.
Chenyak sent me. He said you're supposed to try me out.
You? Don't seem worth bothering, if it's what Chenyak wants. First take that kit off. Take off all your armor. Best strip off on top, or at least to your shirt. And no weapons. Well, see who's come back.
Well? Shall we fight?
You again? Fine by me. First take that kit off. Take off all your armor. Best strip off on top, or at least to your shirt. And no weapons. I'm the last one.
Well? Shall we fight?
You again? Fine by me. Come on then. Are you gawking at me?
Shall we fight?
No problem. So, come and bet. You can't take any groschen to the grave anyway.
Well, why not? Here you go.
Now, say goodbye to your life.
Come on, then. Take out the other side of his face.
We will Watch it!
Move on, you snail.
Christ! That stinks! Well, at least it stopped the bleeding. You lousy bastard! I've been crushing men's bones for so long, and then this squirt comes along and... fuck me!
You know how it is. Everything has to end someday.
Yeah, fuck you. You should tell Mole about it. His head's gonna explode when he hears you beat me. Maybe I'll inherit this place then.
How can I help you, sir?
I won all the fights.
No fucking way! Goliath isn't the undefeated champion anymore? Who'd have reckoned?
Couldn't last forever.
Anyway, the reward is yours. Here you go. One for Damian, another for Zavish, the third for Goliath, and a fourth one, just for surviving.
Thanks.
By the way, if you haven't had enough fighting yet, go and look around the cemetery at St. Bartholomew at night.
The cemetery? It's a bit late for fights there, isn't it?
If you meet who I'm talking about, you'll be glad if you don't end up staying there.
What's new in the city?
Nothing much. If you're looking to make some coin, I don't know about anything new.
You surprise me. Not many fellas can stand up to Goliath.
You know how it is. The bigger they come, the harder they fall. It's all in the technique, innit, mate?
You ain't wrong. If you want to give it another go, have a word with Mole. We have this contest, if you get my drift. What was it you wanted to know?
I'm looking for Goatskin. I hear he used to come here.
Aye. Thing is, ain't nobody seen him here for a few days.
But he used to come here?
Aye. He was here day in, day out. Only this time some burly lads came here and duffed him up proper.
Do you know the men who beat him up?
No. But there were some Jews among them, and that's pretty odd, seeing as how they don't usually get mixed up in nothing.
Why did they give him such a beating? Did they say anything?
Well, Goatskin is a right knobhead. Always asking for it, he is. But I reckon this time it was about his big gob. The last week he was coming, throwing glint around. And when we squeezed him about where he got the coin, he said he was spying for some lord.
And does this lord have a name?
He didn't say. We didn't swallow his yarn about spying anyway. We reckoned he made a score and just wanted to look like a big man.
What happened to Goatskin? Does anyone know where he is now?
No word. But I reckon he's holed up somewhere, licking his wounds. Seems he stuck his nose in a wasp's nest, and he won't be sticking it out again for a while. If you're going to look for him, try it at night. He don't stray far when he's on the job. Usually between Hradek and the horse market. He goes after drunks. So I try asking in the local drinking dens.
All right. What does he look like, though? He can't be the only fella who likes to relieve drunks of their purses.
God's truth. But you'll know Goatskin when you see him. They call him that on account of how he got kicked in the head by a goat
Genio?
as a nipper. He's got a dent in his forehead
Genio?
you could use for a game of marbles.
Why didn't you defend Goatskin? Isn't he one of you?
He is and he ain't.
Genio?
I'm no
Feel
saint,
bitter.
but that Goatskin stepped in some nasty shit and then walked it in our door and all. I ain't saying we don't look out for
Creepy.
each other, but there's limits, innit?
No.
I'm sure you know the town better than me. What drinking dens are there on Goatskin's patch?
Between the horse market and Hradek, there's the Black Horse, a miner's tavern. Wayman, the taverner, used to be a miner. And then there's the big bathhouse. It belongs to some bloke called Adam. He tarted the place up big.
Any others?
None I know.
Thanks. I'll go and look for him.
I wish you luck then. He ain't the brightest, but he's got a real talent for saving his own skin. Once you're done with him, come by and see us. Seems after all you're a pretty handy bloke. We could use the likes of you.
If you've got some job for me, you can tell me straight up. So what kind of work do you have for me?
A job worthy of your skills. But first, just a little test to see that you're not as dim-witted as that arsehole Goatskin. What is Wycliffe's first thesis?
When our Lord Jesus Christ commanded us to repent, he wanted to believe his whole life to be one of repentance.
Well done, brother! Second question. Which estate has the greatest reformatory potential?
The commoners.
Correct! The Reformation must start from the bottom and ignite like a flame in the hearts of all, so that in the end the Holy Church itself will be set ablaze with purifying fire.
I knew right away that the people who meet here in the hole are a different bunch.
You thought we were just paupers who couldn't count to 5, didn't you? But now let's see who's the pauper. Last question. Who is the rightful king of Bohemia?
Wenceslas. There's no doubt about it.
Indeed. All right. Now let's talk about the job. Maybe this will disappoint you a little, but it concerns Wenceslas's brother. It's he who will secure your place in our humble company.
From what you said, I gather you're not spying for Sigismund. It's rather the other way round, huh?
We call ourselves the Guild. We profess the ideals of equality and brotherhood. Our only law is the Holy Bible. Worldly justice is as fickle as a common whore, yielding to those who are in power.
Justice for me or the gallows. Aren't you afraid to end up there?
Friend, one must be willing to suffer for
Give
the
her a-
truth. Sigismund is a usurper. And the church and the magistrates are but a lowly horse spreading her legs for Sigismund. As long as we go against Sigismund and honour the scripture, our souls remain pure.
What if I go and tell the bailiff you're calling him a whore? Just out of courtesy, you know?
Go ahead. Perhaps you are one of the lucky ones who are not harmed by Sigismund's presence in Bohemia. Maybe you don't mind selling a piece of your conscience by ratting us out. As for me, I will go to the town hall with my head held high. But you?
Yeah, don't worry. I was just teasing you. I think the same of Sigismund. Tell me about your operation here.
We are who we are, and we do what we do. Like the early church of Jesus' apostles, in unity and fidelity to his words. I'm in charge. I plan all our missions. Goliath is the muscle. Knuckles, well, he mostly complains. But he also knows his way around locks. But we're all equal. We share the profits equally, but we don't do it for the wealth. We want to drive Sigismund out of this town.
How can I join you?
You want to join us already? I don't have to talk you into it. That's great. We're not particular about formalities. Let's just have a beer, and then you're one of us.
Here's to the Guild.
To the Guild! That reminds me. I'd like to throw a feast for the poor. The bigger the better.
Didn't you say you were just ordinary people with no money?
We are. And this is where Sigismund comes in. Because he's going to pay for the feast out of his own pocket.
That was a good one. How are you going to make that happen?
Me? No. You'll make it all happen. Listen carefully. Sigismund seized land down in the valley near Pach and built his personal warehouse on it, right under our noses as a provocation. There he stores fancy foods and gifts for his commanders, and for that red-bearded gob of his. Sausages, smoked meats, foreign spices, and more. Fancy delicacies from Italy, Hungary, Slavonia, and all the other shitholes where he owns land. While we're eating porridge and cabbage all the time. You will steal all the food you can carry from that warehouse. And as a nice token, you will leave there... Let's see... What would you leave there?
Money?
I told you Sigismund was paying for the feast, not you. Cabbage. Leave cabbage there. Get at least one head from the greengrocer and leave it there for Sigismund. Let him eat for once what we have in our bowls almost every day. But I'm warning you right now, no violence. Don't even think about slitting anyone's throat in that warehouse. The job isn't to punish some poor sod on guard duty. Is that clear?
Got it. What should I do with the stolen food?
You'll give it to the beggars. Let them feast like kings for once. It's not hard to find poor people in the town. Just go to the gates or churches, and you'll surely come across some. There are also tents full of them in Minor Street, Church Street or Cobbler Street. When you're done, come and see me, and we'll figure out what to do next.
Sigismund will be fucking livid he can't enjoy his fine sausages. Can I expect any help from you?
If you need some tools, stop by Knuckles. That's all I can help you with.
All right. I'll head out.
Good luck. Take care and good night.
Apparently, the city council is organizing another collection for repairs to the 40... Good doggy. Good boy.
Excuse me.
That's true. But what good are fortifications if you can't...
You're always welcome here.
Word about the price.
Very well. You'll convince me with that price. Thank you, sir. Come again. I hope you find what you're looking for next time, good sir.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Very well. You'll convince me with that price. Glad to be of help to you. Good sir. Did you hear that noise? What are you doing?
Did you hear that Dirk Stallion is shagging Nars's old woman? If you know it, then so does half the town. And I go to council as well.
I'm here to...
Well, it's about time. Put it somewhere inside.
There must be some mistake. I'm not delivering anything.
What do you want, then?
The innkeeper sent me. He said you're looking to hire someone.
He's not wrong. I was afraid nobody would turn up. Who might you be?
Henry of Scallis.
I'm Betty. I run the place.
What exactly is this place?
Can't you tell? Once I've got the place in good nick and up and running, it'll be the best establishment in the city. I need you to bring some things from Grund. And while you're there, find my wagoner Matsek and bring him back as well. He went there before you and he hasn't come back yet.
What do you want me to bring back?
You know, a bit of this and a bit of that.
You're not telling me much.
Curiosity killed the cat.
And what if I told you to forget it?
You wanted a job, didn't you? I promise you won't regret it and you'll enjoy the journey.
All right then. It'll be a surprise. Who's Matsek?
The wagoner I hired for the job before you. He still hasn't come back. I reckon he's gone to ground and groon, so to speak.
Why do you think he's gone to ground?
Matzek's a bit odd. Superstitious. He once didn't set foot outdoors for 2 days because there was a black cat outside on the porch. When you meet him, you can ask him about it yourself.
Are you sure he'll be in Grund?
He's bound to be sitting in a tavern, boozing and keeping his head down. He used to steal for a living. So now he sees a catchpole round every corner, and he's afraid of his own shadow.
It's a deal. I'll go to Grund for the wagon and its driver.
In the meantime, I'll try and get this place cleaned up a bit.
How come it's so run down?
It wasn't always like this. Old Marish used to say, Betty, this place has to shine, and everyone must find what he's looking for here, see? Except, he wasn't good with money. So he ended up broke, and then everything went downhill. We couldn't even afford herbs for the baths. People stopped coming. The girls left, and the old man fell ill. For a while it was just the two of us, and then he died. So it's up to me to get this place back on its feet.
What is this place?
A bathhouse.
Looks more like a half-built goat shed.
Watch your mouth, lad. It might not smell as sweet as other places, but we've got all the services you could wish for. Baths, laundry, and nice girls for company. What more could you want from a bathhouse?
Well, not to catch lice on the way to the bath, maybe?
Do you often visit bathhouses?
Sometimes. For the girls, mainly.
Then this place will be right up your street. When this place opens, I'll have the prettiest wenches for miles around. Care, my friend.
Oh, I've just got this nasty premonition.
What premonition?
I've got a... barrel of ale at home. I'm afraid...
Where did you get that new bench?
God grant you health.
You can do it. You take anything.
Lord be with you.
I'll have a
Now you can talk.
I do, Shadow.
God bless.
You got a moment, lad?
What would you like?
I don't want to yell. Come closer. You're new here, aren't you? Has Chenyek talked the head off you already?
We spoke.
I'll give you some good advice to start with. Don't listen to his bollocks about a fairer society and the honourable struggle for a better tomorrow. It's just bullshit to mess with newcomers like you. By the way, they call me Knuckles.
You sounded pretty convincing to me.
Aye. Chenyek can sweet-talk people like no other. I mean, Chenyek talks about sharing stuff fairly and how we don't do it for the money. But you know what? It's horseshit. It's every man for himself down here, even if they say otherwise. And Chenyek just gives it such a nice polish.
Are you saying he lied to me?
More like, he didn't tell you the whole truth. I heard from friends that Sigismund has a bottle of very fine wine somewhere in his warehouse. The kind of wine that you don't often see in these parts. I have a buyer for it. So if you bring it to me, I'll give you half the coin he's paying for it.
Well, I'll stick to what Chenyek told me. I'm not complicating it by stealing wine.
Well, that's a shame.
Chenyek said you could give me some gear, too.
All that talk about equality, brotherhood. But when it comes to lockpicks, I'm supposed to give you stuff from my own stash. Here's something you might find useful.
Thank you. Great. Nice one.
Oh, you pooch. God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
You have a kind master, eh?
Oh, really?
Aye, come here. You silly mutt.
Yes. No. You better hush. Oh, you better hush. You better hush up.
Ka! Ka! Go! Ka! Ka! Quick! Ka! Whoa! Go! Quick! Quick! Da!
Gyerünk is, szemetek! Szard össze magad! Nem kellett... Nincs esélyed, te nyomorult! Quick! Go! Go!
Can I help you with something? Are you waiting for the sun to come up?
Nice.
Are you really going to make me look for you? And for something so stupid, no less. Where the hell are you?
Look what I have for you.
I'll find you. Don't you worry. I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Hmm. There you are. Where am I supposed to sleep?
Nice one.
Look, I just got back from gathering wood in the forest.
You have a kind
know,
master. Good morning.
by the spring where deer and boar go to drink. I reckon
I'd like my horse bathed, brushed, and its hooves and tack cleaned.
As you wish, but it will take some time.
What if I offered you this much? It's just a horse washing after all.
That works for me. Why not?
Here you go then.
Now then, where is this beauty of yours? Here is your horse. Look at that glistening mane.
I'd like to buy a horse. Are you in charge of the local stables?
Aye, but they don't belong to me anymore. When my old man died, I had to sell them. Volkmar's in charge here, and all he cares about is that the horses pull well and that he has his coin for booze. So if you've got serious business, talk to me alone. Got that? Don't give anything to Volkmar. You might as well hand your coin straight to the innkeeper.
I already have a horse. What will happen to it?
I'll take a look at it and take its value off the price of the new one. I'm sure we'll find some use for him. And if you have a good, strong specimen, well, you might even make a bit of coin out of it. Aye, we have some fine horses here. But I wouldn't choose one just by its colour. They're in the pasture out back. Did you see him?
I took a look at them.
Tell me then, which one took your fancy?
I've changed my mind. How's it going here in Grund? Anything new?
Kona, the blacksmith's wife, came by my place for a chat the other day. She's always having trouble with her little ones, and it's making her miserable. She told me about it a while back, and now she's brought it up again. And she mentioned she was looking for some muscle from out of town. It surprised me. That's why I remember it. You're an outsider, and you look like you can handle yourself. Perhaps you can drop by. She'll be glad, and so will I. I don't know what else there is to tell.
That sounds interesting. Thank you. Tell me again about the local stables.
The Groon stable has a long and rich tradition linked to the local mines. They say that the great King Ottokar II himself chose horses for battle here. He knew our horses would be strong and brave because they spend most of their lives underground or pulling loads.
You want
The only kind of horse I'll
Come
sell
on.
you is the saddle kind, and believe me,
Horse.
I'll be making sure you're on good terms with the locals.
Talk.
If that's the case, even our horses can come out cheaper. Of course, we also exchange horses, so I can offer a few that aren't local. And if that still isn't good enough for you...
We can always negotiate.
That's right. Shall we get down to it then?
I was taking care of some business with Hannah at the stud farm when I heard you needed someone with a stout heart and a strong arm.
Well, that's true, yes. Have you come to help me?
I can't say yes until I know what's going on. Tell me, and I'll see if there's anything I can do to help.
All right. Thank you. So listen, there's a powerful protective charm I desperately need. A Thunderstone. It's a great rarity. But Tomlin Bruthans from Horshan has one. He just won't let me have it. The thing is, he sometimes wagers it in fights.
I think I understand now. But what about your husband? Couldn't he take care of it?
He tried, of course. As soon as I heard Tomlin had one, I sent Demir over there right away. But the poor wretch came back black and blue.
What is a Thunderstone?
Well, they're formed when there's a violent storm with forks of lightning and peals of thunder. The biggest of these are Thunderstones. They fall from the sky with a mighty boom and burrow deep into the earth. After a while, they work their way back up to the surface. And if you're lucky, that's where you'll find them.
What can these stones do?
Lots of things. If you have one, it protects you from all harm, helps you in battle, and brings good luck. It also wards off and cures diseases. And if you put it into the rafters of your cottage, you'll be protected from fire and all manner of other calamities.
What does the Thunderstone look like?
Well, from what I saw of Tomlin's, it's the size of a grown man's fist. Perhaps a tad bigger, sort of elongated and curiously shaped. It's flat on one side and has a round hole through the middle.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you want me to fight Tomlin and win the stone for you?
Well, yeah. And I know I'm asking a lot, but I'm really desperate. And I have no one else to turn to. I prayed fervently to the Virgin Mary and implored her for help. And now you've shown up. Besides, by the looks of you, you have the strength of a bull, perhaps two. So she surely sent you to help me.
All right. I'll help with your trouble.
Mary, Mother of Mercy, thanks be to the both of you. This means so much to me.
Save your thanks for when I bring it to you.
I shall. Don't you worry about that. We've got some groschen put by, so you'll be handsomely rewarded. I'm also on good terms with Hannah, so I could put a word in for you at the stud farm. She'll give a generous discount if you want to buy a horse from her. And I'll pray and intercede for you, I swear.
All right. You have yourself a deal. I'll go to Horshan and take on that Tomlin fellow.
God bless you. The Broadhands have a big farm. There's a wayside shrine in front of the gate and an orchard out the back. That's where you should find him. But be careful, and don't underestimate him. The stone has great power, and it won't be easy. See you later, my friend.
I was wondering if you'd lend me your bullock when it's time to sow winter grain.
All right.
I need
This
to
is
plough
already
too,
sharp.
you know.
What if you lent me the bullock on the Lord's Day? You're not going to plough on Sunday, are you?
No, and nor should you.
Except I don't have a bullock, and you won't lend me yours on any other day.
Go and see the priest first. If he says it's all right, I'll be happy to help you, friend.
Fucking hot.
God bless.
So, how's your work coming along?
What's it to you? Get lost before I pull your tongue out with a pair of tongs.
Kiss my arse.
Farewell, good sir.
You're up early. What'll it be?
Rumour has it you have a very skilled apprentice.
Matthias? That's right. The lad has got a God-given talent. Just look at this dagger he made me. Have you ever seen such fine work?
Pretty good work. For a village blacksmith. I expected worse.
Village blacksmith? What are you yammering about, you horse face? You've never seen anything so fine in your entire life.
Calm down. I'm telling you, I've been forging daggers like this with my father since I was a young lad.
Know what, you master of masters? I bet my apprentice is a better blacksmith than you. What do you say?
How would a bet like that work?
You'll give me a few groschen as a deposit and forge a hunting sword. Matthias is just working on one now. And if you forge a better one, you'll get both swords, and I'll give you back twice as many groschen.
And of course, you'll be the judge, right?
Well, of course. But I'll decide fairly, don't you worry.
And what if my sword isn't better?
Then you lose and I keep the groschen. What else? Am I supposed to stick them up my arse? Do you take the bet or not?
I accept. I'll knock you down a peg and make some money while I'm at it.
You haven't won yet, Master Blacksmith.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
All right.
It's almost finished.
Nice out today. Hope it lasts.
All right, go. What would you like this fine morning?
Hey, you, it's Dimir. I need to talk to you about your fight with Tomlin.
I got battered, and I'm not proud of it, so I'd rather not dwell on it.
Look, I want to help Kona get that stone, so I could really use your experience.
Ah, I see. All right, then. And thanks a lot for wanting to help us.
So tell me, how can I beat Tomlin?
Look at it this way. I'm bigger, but he's faster. So I thought that if I got up really close to him, he'd lose that advantage and I'd use brute force to overcome him.
Sounds about right. I'd do the same in your position.
Well, yeah, that's a great plan. But he's really handy, and he's a born fighter. I tried a few times, but whenever I went to grab him, he'd wriggle out of the way. Then, during one attempt, he grabbed my hand, tripped me, and put me in a headlock. At which point all I could do was eat dirt in that pigsty where Tomlin likes to fight.
I could put a bit of iron in my glove. Then I'll strike him like an anvil, and if he's not expecting it, he'll drop like a stone. Do you have any?
Fuck me. I don't know where you came up with such a trick, but it's no use here. It's bare-knuckle fighting with Tomlin.
Bollocks.
So my advice would be to do exactly what I did. Just be careful not to get caught like I was. He looks a bit of a milksop at first glance, but he's as strong as an ox. Keep a safe distance. Avoid making pointless strikes, and only attack him when you're sure it'll work. And when, or rather if, you manage to grab him, pound him as hard as you can. Don't let up, and don't give him a chance to turn around.
Sound advice. That makes sense. I'll try that. Do you believe in the power of thunderstones?
Of course. How else could Tomlin beat me but with the stone's help? The thunderstone is a rare and powerful thing. It's not a matter of belief. That's just the way it is. Just like when you build a cottage or a barn. You put a dead chicken or cock under the threshold to protect against disease and evil forces. You bury a pot with a few groschen and other small treasures in the corner of the room to bring the farm good fortune and protection. And on the roof, it's best to plant common house leek so lightning doesn't strike the building and set it on fire.
Wise words. When I settle down, I'll remember your advice, and I'll be sure to put house leek on top of my forge. I'll have a look at the wares.
Nothing to your liking, sir? Yeah, that'll do. See? That'll do.
Word about the price.
Well, I suppose we can try.
What would you say to this?
That's almost an acceptable price. Almost. You see, I knew we'd make a deal. Excellent. You made a fine purchase, good sir.
Good doggy. Good boy.
What is it? You... Whistling just for fun? Jesus Christ be praised.
You're in a foul temper today, aren't you? The fuck's this? This is what he was, all we need. Our fields are out, our barns are empty, all our ale's gone, and the women folk are pissed off. Aye, and Sigismund's lounging about in the monastery, shagging the nuns while we suffer. Not only is it possible, it's happening. No, I mean the bit about shagging the nuns. Pedlex's monks only. Wait. Do you think? God, no. That's not what I meant to say. That fucking song. Look, let's just drop it. Before one of us says something to regret. I quite like my head firmly against my neck.
This'll take a bit longer.
I was wondering if you'd lend me your bullock when it's time to sow winter grains.
Well, I need to plough too, you know.
What if you lent me the bullock on the...
How can I help you today, friend?
I brought you the hunting sword.
Aye, I saw you work. You shouldn't hunch over the anvil so much. Your back will ache when you're as old as I am.
Right. Thanks for the advice. Can we get on with our bet?
All right, all right. Wait here. I'll go and fetch Matthias, and we'll see which one of you is the better blacksmith. Well then, let's see what you made.
Feast your eyes.
What about you, Matthias?
Here it is, master.
Let's see here. That's impossible. Such balance. I'm sorry, Matthias, but his sword is better.
What?
Listen, lad. You're wasting your talent here. If you're ever in Kuttenberg, ask for Nicholas Crondell. He's the best armorsmith in the region. He might take you on as his apprentice.
Thanks for the advice. But where's my prize?
Here's your money.
Thank you kindly, master. And you, give me the sword.
What? Forget it. That blade of yours will fall apart any moment anyway. It may look nice, but if we're fighting with them, I'd slice you to ribbons.
Take a good look at me, you yokel. You really want to fight me?
I'm looking at you, all right. But all I see is a loudmouthed chicken shit. So, are you going to fight or shit yourself?
Very well. If you want to get your ass kicked on top of all that, I'll be happy to oblige.
Don't get too cocky now. We'll see who'll be picking their teeth up off the ground.
Break a leg, Matthias.
I'll kill you. What the hell are you doing? You cheater! I reckon the harvest will be good this year.
I'd like to think so. But who knows what the summer will bring, what with the bloody war and everything. I'll be happy if there's anything to harvest at all.
We have to pray to the Lord to shield us from harm.
Aye. But I also heard that if you nail a bat to the front gate,
Sharp as a razor.
ward off evil just as well.
Are you yanking my pizzle?
No. I'm going to try and catch one tonight.
What do you need, sir?
I brought you the hunting...
Aye, you shouldn't...
Right. Thanks for the...
All right. Well then, what about you?
Here it is.
Let's see. That's it.
What?
Listen, if you're ever in...
Thanks for the advice.
Here's your money.
Thank you kindly. And you?
What? That blade of...
Very well. If you want to get your ass kicked on top of all that, I'll be happy to oblige.
Don't get too cocky now. We'll see who'll be picking their teeth up off the ground.
Break a leg, Matthias.
Pray for a quick death, you bastard! You want to try me?
I bought a lovely new gold the other day at a great price.
What good's a bow to you, for God's sake? What a waste of money.
Didn't you hear that
Sharp
the
as a
king
razor.
himself announced that everyone should have a good bow on hand?
Which king would that be?
I don't know exactly. But when the king commands... his subjects have to obey, don't they? Welcomes. Aye, you should.
Right.
All right. Well then,
Feet.
what about...
Here it...
That's...
What?
Listen, if you're ever...
Thanks for...
Here's your money.
Thank you. And you?
What? That blade...
Very well.
Don't get...
Break a leg.
You're mine! Mercy! Spare me!
We're done here.
Did you really have to come and rub it in my face like that? I know I lost.
You may know it, but you haven't paid. I believe you were supposed to give me your sword.
Here, choke on it.
Nothing special. Maybe I'll get a few groschen for it.
I hope someone stabs you with it.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Very well. Aye, you'll convince me with that price. Thank you, sir. And come again.
This horse must have cost a pretty groschen.
Christ, it's hot out. I just hope we won't regret it.
Regret?
I was sent by Betty, the bathkeeper from Kuttenberg. Do you know her?
Aye, we know her, sweetie. What can we do for you?
I'm supposed to pick something up here. I don't know what, but I reckon you might.
Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. What's it to you?
Well, Betty said it would be a surprise.
She was right about that. A surprise for you and us, handsome. When do we leave?
Hold on. I'm meant to be picking you up.
Aye, all of us. We're supposed to work at Betty's bathhouse.
Where do you know Betty from?
We met by chance. We were sitting in a tavern, complaining about our jobs. Before that, we was in a bathhouse in Backwater, the same as this one. And it wasn't nothing good. Betty heard us, and there and then she offered us something better in Kuttenberg.
All of you?
That's right. She said she had big plans for her bathhouse. But the main thing is it's the city. Nobody in their right mind would say no.
Are you girls going to work as bathmaids?
What do you think we're going to do?
I don't know. I thought maybe...
What? We might want to join a nunnery? Ha! No chance. We're all experienced. We know what the job's about.
Can we go?
You expect us to walk to Kuttenberg? Betty said she'd send a wagon for us.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Give me a moment. I'll sort it out.
Greetings, my friend.
I'm looking for Matzek, the wagoner. Is that you?
Who's asking?
Relax. Betty from Kuttenberg sent me. She said you were supposed to bring her something, but instead you're still hanging around here. So she wants to know what's going on. If you need help, I'm your man.
Thank God you're here. This job will be the death of me. Everyone thought it was suspicious that I was driving girls to and fro.
Why haven't you gone back yet, then?
Because I'm careful. The roads are dangerous, and a wagon full of women is suspicious.
Do you mean the girls you were supposed to deliver to Betty?
What girls do you think I mean? Getting them there is not that simple, though. A wagon full of girls is suspicious. Everyone watches, and then they remember your face.
What of it? There's no law against driving girls into the city.
It's just with my face. Everyone wonders what pretty girls are doing with a bloke like me. On top of that, I had a dream. I dreamt I was stopped by soldiers. And soldiers are bastards. They treat you like dirt. Like in Apotovitz, they stop every wagon and check what's on it.
We're in Grund. We're a long way from Apotovitz, so there aren't any troops here. Besides, it was just a dream.
My dreams never lie. Last time I dreamt I fell off a hay wagon. And then I had a rash all week.
I'll give you my word. You don't have to worry about any soldiers. Not when you're with me. Besides, Betty's getting annoyed. And I'll be more afraid of her than soldiers.
Christ, you're right. But if anything happens to me, it'll be on your conscience.
You get the wagon ready while I go and get the girls.
Just don't be too obvious about it. I don't want no one to see us together.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Can we go?
If we don't have to walk, then sure.
Your wagon awaits outside the tavern, my dears. Get on.
Come and take a look. Quality.
What a view!
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Come and take your pick. New wares.
What do you think it'll be like there?
Oh, Clara said it's wonderful there. Lovely clothes, shops full of all kinds of stuff, and never a dull moment. And she said everyone's really... cultivized.
Rich customers. That's the main thing. I'm sick of villagers asking if they can pay later.
Rich and gentlemanly.
That young lad who's escorting us, I bet he lives there. Maybe he'll tell us more.
Aye. Ask him then.
Why me? You ask him.
Sir?
I'm not some lord. Just call me Henry. What do you want?
What's it like in the city?
The city's big, beautiful. Everyone there is living on the pig's back.
You're having me on.
No, I'm not. You'll see for yourself soon enough. It's not like in a village. Everything's a lot bigger.
And the fellas? Are they all bigger as well?
Never given it any thought.
Pity. Do you work at the bathhouse as well?
No. I have other business to take care of. I'm just helping Betty out for now.
But I expect you'll be coming to see us, though. Won't you?
You read me like a book.
If I knew how to read, I wouldn't be working in a bathhouse. But I have other talents.
I'm sure you do. Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing.
I'll gladly show you my talents if you come and see me. Actually, I wanted to ask you, well...
I find it hard to believe a girl like you can be shy.
Right, there's no point beating about the bush. Are you more into tits or bottoms?
Is that what you lot talk about all the time?
Don't change the subject. I want to know.
Definitely backside.
Arse? Why's that?
I don't know what I can tell you. Maybe because it's a nice thing and you know how to wiggle them.
You bet we do. If you saw how I could wiggle my ass.
I can... well imagine.
Hear that, girls? He's an arse man.
Here I am.
How'd you like my new girls?
The girls are very sweet. I couldn't have wished for a nicer journey.
I knew you'd hit it off. I expect you didn't get bored on the journey.
I certainly didn't. What do you want to do next?
There's still some tidying up to do inside, and then we've got to get the word out.
Betty! What a lovely surprise! I see you're doing the place up.
Nice to see you, Adam. What can I do for you?
I came to see how you're cleaning up the pigsty. It's hard to believe. It's the same building.
Right. You've had a look. Now get lost.
Is that any way to treat guests? What would the old men think?
I don't think we've met. I'm Henry.
Oh, pleased to meet you. I'm Adam. I run the only bathhouse in the city. Come and take a look when you get tired of this pigsty.
Do you need something?
I just wanted to discuss something with Betty.
What if I don't want to talk to you?
It'll only take a moment.
If you don't want me here, I can go.
Yes, thanks. No, wait. Stay here. At least you'll hear the offer I have for Betty.
What offer?
It won't be anything special. Adam just came for a quick look around. He has to be going again.
You're wrong. I'm here on business, Betty. We're old friends, and I'm worried about you. I'm offering you help from one friend to another.
Don't make me throw up.
Running a bathhouse requires expertise, money, and courage. But you, Betty, you have none of those things. And that's why I'm offering to take you under my wing. I'll buy the place. All of it, including you. You can still be the bathkeeper, but the bathhouse will be mine. What do you think?
I'm not interested.
Come, come. I haven't even told you how much I'm offering yet.
Not even for a golden goose.
You don't have to answer right now. Think it over. Sleep on it. Just imagine. We'll do the whole place up. I'll sort out a permit, some proper girls, and furniture.
I said no.
What a pity. And it would be an even bigger pity if someone made a mistake and you lost everything. Just imagine. The house burns down, and you find yourself on the street with the girls. What then? That's not what the old man would have wanted.
Get out! Fuck off out of here, you piece of shit! How dare you even mention him?
Now, Betty, anger isn't good for the heart. You're not as young as you used to be. You need someone by your side who knows the ropes.
Out! Get out right now!
Pity. A real pity.
You all right?
That fucking whore son.
Wow. I must admit you surprised me.
Thanks.
Why did you yell at him like that?
Because it's no more than he deserves. He's to blame for my misery in the first place. Things have gone downhill since he got rid of Marish. Have I told you about him?
Not yet.
Maresh ran this bathhouse before me. I was like a daughter to him. Before he died, he left the bathhouse to me. And Adam can't get over it. When Maresh started to have trouble with his health and with money, that fucker did everything he could to get us closed down. He spread nasty rumors. He tried to steal our customers and girls.
And now he turns up out of the blue and offers to buy the place.
He wants it all for himself. He tried once before, but he didn't get far. And then he saw to it we ended up broke.
How can someone do that?
Adam knows people on the city council. He gets away with all kinds of shit.
What will you do now?
I'll show him I can manage just fine without him. My bathhouse will be so great that everyone will forget about his.
How do you want to do that?
I'll throw a party that people will remember for as long as they live. I'll invite the whole city, and everyone in the district will be talking about it. And that scumbag will tear his hair out with envy.
A big opening night party sounds good.
But I don't have a crier to spread the word around the city. So, I was thinking, would you help me?
Me? A crier? I thought you needed a special talent for that.
Bollocks! You just need to be able to shout. And you won't be doing it for free.
It doesn't sound too hard. What do you want me to say?
That's what we have to figure out. The name of the bathhouse is already decided. It's going to be called the Kingfisher.
I like it.
Now for the rest.
We need a good opening line.
We'll begin with the name. What else? And then something that grabs their attention.
Hear ye, hear ye. Let it be known that the Kingfisher, a new bathhouse, is opening.
That's good!
That's sorted then. Then we have to recommend our services, so people know what they can look forward to.
You have to praise my girls to high heaven. That's the main thing.
So openly? I thought those services would be more secret.
You have to find a clever way to say it.
Our bathhouse wenches will soothe your body and soul.
They'll warm you up from head to toe, whether you're in a hot bath or not.
I like it. Now the next bit. I'll try to change the middle bit. We have services for every customer. Do you want to be bathed in rose oil or shaved by a barber?
Anything you wish for, and much, much more.
Can't we come up with something better? Our bathhouse wenches will soothe your body and soul.
They'll warm you up from head to toe, whether you're in a hot bath or not.
I like it. Now the next bit. How do we end it?
That's obvious. We invite them to the opening party.
Come and enjoy a grand opening party.
Wine, women and song, and maybe something more.
I like it. How does it all sound together? Hear ye, hear ye. Let it be known that the Kingfisher, a new bathhouse, is opening. Our bathhouse wenches will soothe your body and soul. They'll warm you up from head to toe, whether you're in a hot bath or not. Come and enjoy the grand opening party. Wine, women, and song. And maybe something more. I reckon it's good.
It sounds all right. Now go to the square and announce it. I want the whole city to hear that a new bathhouse is opening in Hoprink.
Where's the best place to try it?
The best place would be... Grain Market, near the town hall. Then Horse Market on Vinter Street. And the markets in Merchant's Quarter. But do it during the daytime, all right? If you go around yelling at night, the only attention you'll get is from the night watchman.
Right. I'll go round those places when they're full of people and shout my head off.
Come back when you're done. In the meantime, I'll get the bathhouse ready for the guests.
Here I go.
right, just don't take it the wrong way.
So, hear ye, hear ye. Let it be known that the Kingfisher, a new bathhouse, is opening. Our wenches will soothe your body and soul. They'll warm you up from head to toe, whether you're in a hot bath or not. Come and enjoy the grand opening party. Wine, women, and song. And maybe something more. The Kingfisher Bathhouse. Hot drink.
The Lord be with you. Apparently, the city council is organising.
We've got enough to go around. Anything you need.
Are they out of their bloody minds? They had... Two collections just like it already.
I've got a feeling you're trying to sell me stolen wares. I'll have to knock that off the price, friend. Well, how much do you want? Aye, you'll convince me with that price. Thank you, sir. And come again.
A wonderful day.
Knives for
wonderful
sale!
purchase.
Iron and steel! All quality
Needles, thread,
two popes, heretics, diabolical.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Aye, I'm listening.
That, and a little tip.
Well, well. Thanks a lot. Happy to be of service, sir. My husband was coming back from the tavern and said the whole house was full of.
I've traveled the whole world, and now I will tell you the amazing things I've seen.
God bless you.
Hear ye, hear ye. Let it be known that the Kingfisher, a new bathhouse, is opening. Our wenches will soothe your body and soul. They'll warm you up from head to toe, whether you're in a hot bath or not. Come and enjoy the grand opening party. Wine, women, and song. And maybe something more. The Kingfisher Bathhouse. Hot drink.
Greetings. I'll be with you in just a moment.
Let's talk about the price.
Sure. Why not?
Is this enough?
Look, offer a bit more and we can make a deal. Very well then. I was glad to be of help. To you, good sir.
I'd like to do something about that price.
All right. I'm listening. Finally, a reasonable sum. I'm glad you found what you were looking for.
Vegetables, fresh, everything fresh.
Pears, delicious pears, juicy pears.
Apples, juicy apples, yellow and red. Come and buy some apples.
Eat it. The finest wares. Quality good.
Come and take your pick.
I've got lots. Have a ball as well.
Grüß Gott.
Fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city. Hear ye! Hear ye! Let it be known that the Kingfisher, a new bathhouse, is opening. Our wenches will soothe your body and soul. They'll warm you up from head to toe, whether you're in a hot bath or not. Come and enjoy the grand opening party. Wine, women, and song. And maybe something more. The Kingfisher Bathhouse.
Is this some kind of
Hot
joke?
drink.
Stop while there's still time.
You got a problem?
Quite right I do. Openly encouraging people to sin here on a Lord's Day. Such disgraceful behaviour in broad daylight. Encouraging people to fornicate and sin.
You're right. I'm sorry.
I'm glad you've seen the light. The Lord already punished Sodom and Gomorrah once. He would not be pleased if we did the same thing again. And what a bathhouse, wenches, if not the halls of Babylon. By encouraging others to sin, you are yourself sinning. Have you no pity for your eternal soul? The Lord sees and remembers everything.
Right.
You say right, but what you're doing is wrong. Will you promise to stop the fornication so the bathhouse is only for bathing?
Bathhouse is a bathhouse. I'm just running an errand. So if you got a problem, you better speak to Betty.
I see you haven't understood a thing. It's not just her. You too must understand that you're participating in fornication and whoremongering. You must see the light and turn your life around. Stop sinning. Pray more and go to church.
Yeah. I'll think about it. So, hear ye, hear ye. Let it be known that the Kingfisher, a new bathhouse, is opening. Our wenches will soothe your body and soul. They'll warm you up from head to toe, whether you're in a hot bath or not. Come and enjoy the grand opening party. Wine, women,
You didn't
and
try
song.
drinking it, did you?
And maybe something more. The Kingfisher Bathhouse. Hot drink.
Thank God. I don't want to be burnt at the stake for poisoning because of you.
So, I went to see my brother. Talk about the inheritance.
But your father's still alive, isn't he?
Aye, but he drools all over himself. He gets